Hello again. It's been quite some time, hasn't it? My apologies. I've only just received your message the other day. Things have been rather trying lately, haven't they? I should see no problem at all in taking the time to turn from external matters and concern oneself with the internal. Having a hard go of it on your lonesome, are we? Perhaps you're looking to me to provide some more healing to you? The truth is, nothing comes from my magnetism. I merely make suggestions and you bring them to power. Even so, you say you want my help once more? Very well. Let's get right to it then. I'll do what I can to ease you from raging current to gentle stream to still water. Imagine yourself now floating suspended on the surface of the water at the bottom of a stone well hidden deep in the forest. There's a bucket swaying above you back and forth, and a slow drip of water that echoes off the stone. Drip, drip. Then something curious starts to happen. The water table inside the well is lowering. The water is starting to slowly drain away, which brings you deeper and deeper into the well. The odd gurgling sound of it echoing away above you as you fall until finally the well has run dry, leaving you on a loose pile of curiously soft gravel. There's a hole in the bottom of the well going deeper into the earth. It ought to be pitch black, but there's some candle-like flicker of light ahead of you, reflecting the edges of stones and the water pooled between them. You follow the tunnel deeper underground and find an underwater cave lit by a single candle, with shapes and lines drawn on the wall and a myriad of handprints. Pass your hand over wet clay and you can leave your print here. Draw or write whatever comes to mind. You've left your mark here, even if nothing came to mind for you. You can observe what others left as well. Can you find my mark? Take your time studying the wet cavern walls by flickering candlelight until you do. Have you found it? The Mesmer's mark, that alluring spiral, here to take you deeper into the dream. Stare deeply into the painted spiral as you feel rising water babble around you. It snuffed the candle and thrust you into a deeper darkness, but the spiral is faintly glowing such that you can still see it. You could swear it's moving, the spinning spiral, winding you down until there comes a rushing swell of water to take you away. Swirling water coursing through a system of caves, constellations of glittering gemstones and glowing rocks pass by overhead. You float down a divergent path, and with a yielding clatter you find yourself resting on a bed of shining golden coins. You can't quite make out the design in the dark. Pass one through your hands and try to feel for yourself. What do you feel? The ocular pits of a skull on a sunken doubloon? On the ridges of a monarch's crown? They were all minted for some special occasion, only to wind up down here. Pocket some if you like, but you can only take so many with you before they'd weigh you down. The water's back to carry you further. It's been something of a long journey already, and so the water leaves you on the purple sands of a midnight beach with electric blue stars in the sky, all fighting to be the first light you see. You can hear the rolling waves of the ocean and the swaying of trees framing either side of the cave mouth. You you've arrived at your destination. I often take walks along this midnight beach. The tide is no danger here. If I'm too tired to walk, I'll sit with a blanket next to a fire made from driftwood and look out at the sea. I've got one started for you. Have you ever fallen asleep on a bed of sand? You're welcome to pass whenever you'd like. You needn't stay awake to listen to me ramble on as I do. Being here, it's a contemplative place. I think of a little dog I met on holiday dragging a bullwhip kelp several times longer than itself by the bulb, or the last time I fell asleep in the sand. That was over 10 years ago, the night I celebrated graduation. Not a story befitting a man of my countenance. I am grateful that I had a peaceful sleep in the sand, completely undisturbed, though my head ached with terrible pain in the morning. I had breakfast with what company I had slumbered beside on the beach, and for most of them, that was the last I ever saw them. I had other closer friends among them, but still, there were days to come too that I know only now were the last days we'd meet as well. Time is still passing. Here, at least, I can hold on a while longer, stretch these moments out with all powers of observation, focusing on nothing but being present. I practice being mindful, caring for these fleeting moments. I comb through all the grains of sand that I've accumulated living every second of my life, and I collect what moments stand out to me like colorful chips of agate. Even painful memories, like shards of broken bottles, return to me as bits of smooth glass. I hold on to them all like treasures, but of course I am grateful for the sand that held them, all the time in between. Lots of time left still, I hope. That you would spend your time with me. I hope you enjoyed your second session. I'll try to get back to you sooner if you should seek me out again for a third. For now, traveler, I wish you good night.